Very good morning to you, and you're very welcome to this little exercise session in which we're going to focus and concentrate on being relaxed and being at ease. Now, this little exercise, when you practice it frequently, has the very telling effect of allowing the mind to become more calm, more quiet, and very much more at ease. But also when you practice it frequently, you'll find that a lot of the physical discomfort associated with stress, tension, anxiety, fear, worry, tend to transform into a very strong, powerful, personal force of energy. And that, of course, helps stabilize our emotions and keeps us very much more positive and decisive in our lives. And this simple exercise has been the basis for many people in establishing a constructive, creative, and very productive life. So simple and short as it may be, don't underestimate the value of it. Like all quality exercises, moves, systems, procedures, it is best done repetitively and thoughtfully. In other words, to be mindfully aware, not just of what you're doing, but how you're doing it. And I think that's enough said about that. So let's get into the exercise now. And what I suggest you do is take a seat. You can sit either on a kitchen type chair that I'm sitting on at the moment, or one of those big cozy armchairs, and let yourself sink down into that, whichever you want. Or you can lie on the floor. The principles will be the same, but I'm going to speak to you as if you're sitting on a chair. And what we do when we sit on the chair, we let our eyes close and become very much aware instantly of all the points of contact between our body and the chair, and also our feet on the floor. Now, the instant we do that, nature being the powerful and instinctive and fantastically intuitive force that she is, the instant we actually allow ourselves to become aware of the points of contact between our body and all other surfaces, the muscles in the body begin to relax. Your muscles begin to let go. They're way ahead of us. And as your feet rest comfortably on the floor, and you're aware of your behind, your thighs, your back against the surface of the chair or the seat, wherever you are. All the muscles in the body begin to release, let go, and relax. Now, the instant that that happens, transformations begin to take place within. The very instant that happens, these transformations begin to take place. When your muscles have been tense, they're like clamps on your arteries and veins and capillaries. But as you begin to relax and let go, and the muscles become more soft, more at ease, all the pressure is taken off the arteries and the veins and even the capillaries. And your circulation instantly begins to improve. Blood pressure begins to come down, and your breathing becomes more free, more at ease. That's the body responding to the direction of the mind to relax and let go. And for a moment, just bring your mind down to your feet resting on the floor. Just think about the soles, the ball, the heel of the foot, resting quietly, calmly on the floor. As you do that, all the muscles of the heels, the ankles and the calves release and let go. And that, of course, takes the tension off the parts of the body that are normally tense and tight and taut. So as the muscles begin to loosen, the body becomes more relaxed. The tendons that attach muscle to bone also loosen, however slightly. And that allows the tendons from the calves to the knee relax and be at ease. So your knee joint becomes more soft. It softens the position of the joints. And you bring your mind on up into your thighs. There's that big muscle between the knee and the hip. And these being the largest muscles in the body, when you begin to release them, the whole body begins to respond to that sense of ease and relaxation. And you can imagine your thigh muscle as hundreds and hundreds of thousands of strands of muscle. And they all begin to loosen and let go. And even as they do that, you'll find both legs becoming more comfortable, more relaxed, and more at ease. And you let your mind wander on up into your stomach muscles, and you let them loose. You let them do what they want as they want. Now, nature is a great organizer. And as you loosen the muscles and relax your stomach muscles, you also liberate the diaphragm. That's that big floor of muscle underneath your lungs. And nature, being the great force that she is, allows the diaphragm work rhythmically, naturally, and easily. So your breathing becomes smooth and steady, and let it take its own course. You don't have to interfere. You don't have to lengthen, deepen, strengthen, quicken, relax, or anything else. Nature will do all that. As your stomach muscles relax and your diaphragm trips into its own rhythm and tempo, it'll be barely noticeable. But even though your breathing is not deep or conscious, it will be very effective. Your breathing tempo, the rate at which you breathe, will begin to slow and become easy and steady and rhythmic. And there may be pauses, instinctive, natural pauses at the top or the bottom of the breath. Let them take place. Just let it happen. Don't worry about trying to do this or trying to do that. Just let nature take its course. Let the breathing and the heart rate and the circulation, all the parts of the body respond to the directive of your mind to let go. Are they beautiful words? Let go. So infrequently we do that. And it's something worth bearing in mind, not just while we're doing this little exercise, but even on day-to-day basis. Let go. Remind yourself to let go. And as the muscles loosen throughout the body, the arteries open, the veins open, and the blood just pulses through your system without any impediment to the rhythm of your slower beating heart. And as the heart beats more slowly, there's so much pressure taken off the heart, taken off the arteries, and the whole system begins to work steadily, quietly and calmly into its own rhythm and its own tempo. And just bring your mind on up to your chest muscles and your shoulder muscles and allow them let go and relax. And also the muscles of your face. Think about the forehead. Allow it become smooth and easy. Let the furrows and the frowns disappear. Allow your eyes, your eyelids rest quietly on the lower lids, and you instantly take all the pressure off all the little muscles that are associated with the eyes. They don't have to focus, be aware of peripheral vision or anything else. They just rest, relax, and become quiet. And allow your tongue rest quietly behind your teeth. Keep your mouth closed and let your breathing take place. It'll manage itself. As I've said, nature is a wonderful organizer. And as you relax into this state, you'll find that your neck muscles, shoulder muscles, chest and back have become quite loose, relaxed, and at ease. The whole body begins to sink into a quiet, rhythmic tempo of gentle, easy breathing. Allow that to take place. Be aware of the whole weight of the body sinking into your chair or settling on the chair as you are. And let that feeling of ease, calm, tranquility, let it roam throughout your entire system. And now as your circulation works so much more efficiently, with the blood coursing through the system to the gentle, rhythmic tempo of your heartbeat, the whole body becomes beautifully relaxed and at ease. And when your body is quiet and calm in this state, that's when all the powers of physical protection and indeed mental adaptation begin to kick in, what we call the immune system. So the body is learning to rest, relax, and revitalize itself in this sense of rest and calm. And when the body is physically at ease and relaxed like that, it has a powerful effect on the mind, because the mind is entrained to that state, and it becomes more calm, more composed, and very much more at ease. So the mind and the body now entrained to each other, each affecting the other in a calming, soothing, revitalizing way. And every single cell of every single part of your body responds and benefits from this. The oxygenated blood now re-energizing every cell of the body, converting food, nutrients into healthy body tissue, and excreting wastes and toxins from our systems. So allow the body rest, be at ease, and be calm. Just feel that sense of quiet, peaceful silence. Let the quiet pervade every muscle, every tissue, every cell of your system. And the silence and the quiet becomes part of who you are. There was a lovely little poem written a couple of centuries ago. And it went, "What is this world so full of care? We don't have time to stand and stare. No time to stand beneath the boughs and stare as long as sheep or cows. No time to see as woods we pass, where squirrels hide their nuts in grass. No time to see in broad daylight streams full of stars like skies at night. No time to see where nature's chants. Watch her feet, see how they dance. A poor world this, if full of care. We have no time to stand and stare." And perhaps this crisis that is now afflicting the entire world will give us time for a little reflection and recall in a very constructive way about who we are and what our lives are about. And maybe we'll re-establish again some more time to sit and stand and stare. Let that be our little exercise for the day. And as I say, when you do it frequently, what you will find is that sense of peace and calm, as with any skill, becomes a practiced one. And in a very short while you'll find that it begins to spill over into every part of your life. And you'll notice it when you suddenly find in a day or 2 days or 3 days or a week some event or some irritation that would normally have got under your skin, and you'll find your reaction to it completely different. You'll actually just see it for what it is and dismiss it. And the wonderful thing about this is that it begins to clear the mind. And as your mind clears, the body becomes more relaxed and the mind becomes more quietly alert. And that's what allows us respond much more effectively to the trials and the tests of life. So practice this little exercise frequently. That's the key. Frequency. Begin to teach the mind, to train the body how to let go and relax and be rid, banish those symptoms of tension, anxiety, and stress. Do it frequently and do it well. And I wish you every success in that. Any observations you have, I'd be delighted to hear of them. Stay well. Be well. Bye-bye.